Me and Dr. Dragonman can give them their last rites.
I don't know these men. I don't know who they were in life.
No! Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros.
Welcome to Bards Nobles, episode 10, the podcast where we play Dungeons & Dragons, drink some beer, have some fun. Now, I am Brian, the Dungeon Master, and today I'm joined by...
I'm Blake, and I will be playing Steve Dragonborn Cleric.
Aaron Williams playing James McMahon, Count of Chesterville, the Human Bard.
Andrew Danon playing Theron Nierlo, the Wood Elf Rogue.
Charles Nelson playing Kefrit, the Half-Elf Sorcerer.
This is Anthony Boyd, and I'll be playing the human fighter, Akua Goldmane.
Trey O'Neill playing Captain Kraken, the Half-Orc Barbarian.
And before we get started in our lovely adventure and our recap, I'd like to tell you all that this episode is brought to you by Audible. If you use our wonderful URL that they've got us set up at audibletrial.com/bards, that'll get you set up with a free trial. It's a 1 month trial that you can sign up for and check out their awesome collection. You also get a credit for one of the Audible books you find on there. A suggestion that I would make, I love the Star Wars series, Star Wars books in general, sci-fi, stuff like that. I would really, really suggest the Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron series. It's about, I think it's like 9 or 10 books now altogether, but it's a really good series. It's really enjoyable. So with that, we'll go to recap. Who's doing that?
Okay.
Anybody? We were all there.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, you guys were there.
I was in a trance for most of it.
Last episode, we had just made it back to the material plane with the help of Thung, the water giant. Thung carries the ship to a stone gate that teleports us back to the material plane. We find ourselves near the city of Deep Mist, where we started our journey. And so we sail again to New Pyte to deliver the goods that have been given to us by Captain Salazar of Luskan. And we take turns doing a watch, and at some point in the night, Keith did see a raging storm. I don't know if that had any significance, but Brian mentioned it, and I was going to mention it too. Nothing else. We did come across a ship that was adrift in the sea, that all of the crew members had been killed, and in blood there had been smeared the symbol of the Sea Wolves, which is a very malicious pirate group. The group quickly gathered the captain's logs and what records they could, and then set fire to the ship and made haste out of those dangerous waters, making it to New Pyte, where they visited Akua's temple of Cord. Okay, Temple of Cord. And Akua met with his father.
A lot of dreadlocks and
I just thought it would be like out in Oklahoma somewhere.
2 different directions.
Akua met with his father there and assured his father that his pilgrimage that he had started was still intact. And the group met with an old familiar face, Dr. Dragonman, a cleric that they had met in a.
Did you get his doctorate?
Yeah, I've been working on my doctorate the last 30 years.
Gotcha.
So he got his doctorate, I think. Yeah. So they met with Dr. Dragonman, who eagerly joined up with the group to hear the stories and adventures that they've been on. And I believe that was where we left off.
All right, yeah, you guys have been standing out front of the steps of the Temple of Cord, catching up with Steve Dragonman.
Doctor.
How much do I know of Steve? No, I just know he's just one of my dad's old friends.
You've seen his face before, and that's pretty much it. That he's an acquaintance of your father.
I know old Hakuna.
Roughly. We've met. It's Akua.
Whatever.
Right.
Whatever, kid.
So just making conversation, catching Steve up on what we just got through doing, and all the crazy adventures and how we just fought a dragon.
What color was that dragon?
It was black.
Again? Okay. You good pass.
I don't know what that means.
Sounds like we're good as long as we fight black dragons.
I begin to explain in depth, not being able to see the groan or the sigh on Kraken's face as I begin to explain how dragons work.
When one dragon finds another dragon, he loves.
So yeah,
very
it's
much.
it's about mid morning. You guys are in the town center here. Having been here before, last time you were here, this used to all just be beach area, but now it looks like it's been built up outside the keep. You see the keep off to the west, and
A lot of condos.
Yeah. There's a lot of new stores, a lot of chain stores opened up.
Timeshares.
And deeper in, it looks like this city has grown pretty much around that keep.
All right.
Okay. Well, we do need to meet with the mayor to deliver these goods and be done with this debt.
I say we go talk to the mayor.
Akua?
All right, guys. Just follow me. I just head
Okay.
off. And
I've explained all this to Dragonman so that he's caught up and knows what our objective is.
Do you think the mayor is expecting the cargo that we're delivering?
We'll go talk to him.
Because we could be, maybe we're being used to deliver a threat of some sort.
We're
just the messenger.
We're delivering some cargo.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
We don't know what it is.
I mean, we know what it is, but we don't know what it is.
my family's
right.
my family's in pretty decent standing with most everyone here. I'm pretty sure if we just walk in there and explain our situation, I don't think anything's going to get hostile.
We will explain to them that we have 12 barrels of goods for them that we were supposed to deliver. I think
10 barrels and 2 mostly barrels, but
yeah. That we have some goods from Salazar to deliver, and they will make of it what they will.
I'm curious to see if he's even expecting barrels at all.
Maybe.
Let's go find out.
Yeah, let's go find out.
We're going to learn today.
Maybe he was expecting boxes.
Learn today.
I lead them to wherever the mayor stays, his mayoral estate.
Maybe he was expecting
Okay.
a flat chest.
What used to be
maybe he's expecting
beach
nothing.
and this keep when you guys visited last is now much more open. The keep is still there, but it's more built up around it, and there's less defenses. There's less.
Are there offenses?
The ramparts that you guys didn't go up the ramparts, you went the other way. You guys go up the rampart through this keep as there are stalls of people out selling various goods, trinkets, food, fish, things of that nature. And you make your way up into the large open gates of the inner keep. And even inside the keep, it's mostly villagers. And here you see majority of humans, but you also see a large percentage population of lizard folk. And then you also see elves, half elves. And it seems like this port city is pretty busy, and there are lots of different ships, different traders, different merchants coming from all over. A lot of exotic sights, a lot of exotic smells and foods fill the air. As you make your way to the main tower, right now the gate is drawn up, but Akua, it's essentially where the lord of the town, New Pyte, stays, and doesn't seem like there's anybody outside.
I'd like to keep my eyes open for any shops I might want to visit later.
We can
Like
Just
like a Fletcher.
like a Fletcher,
Okay.
or also if I see anything that looks like thieves can't.
Okay, gotcha.
Like a
Okay,
shadowy place.
duly
Black
noted.
Or a clothing store.
Or a clothing store.
Yeah.
You still have
Well, yeah,
full armor on.
you do at this. You've passed several stalls and stands where people are selling.
I don't
various
stop our
clothing.
trip. It's like
Yeah,
on the
okay,
way
just
back.
gotcha.
we
Keep a
do it.
note.
I would like to tell Captain Kraken that I'll catch up with them later, and I just got to take a moment and take care of some stuff.
What are you
So buy
doing?
more
Oh,
tights.
you going to take a dump, James?
No, that's taken care of. That's taken care of.
Where are you going?
I gotta be alone, and I gotta think about some stuff.
We're going to meet the mayor.
I get it.
No,
Yeah,
I trust that you'll be able to take care of that.
I feel like the fanciest of us. You're the Count of Chesterville, right?
I am indeed.
I feel like it would really help us out if you showed up.
Okay,
and helped
okay.
us. I know you've got business, but
After that, I'm gonna need a moment. I gotta think. I got some stuff that's weighing on me.
At this point, somebody approaches you. It's a human. He's got like, girded loins. He's wearing sandals. He's got just kind of like a vest. He's very beachy, dressed in open air. He's got a nice tan going. An older gentleman, and he's like, "Yes, can I help you find folk?"
do I recognize him, or do I recognize like his garb or anything like that?
He is just one of the like upper like government officials. Like New Pyte has a very loose, small government.
Yeah.
It's a very like open trading port. There's not really a whole lot of people that run it. There's the Lord that looks over it, but he doesn't really dabble in the affairs of the general public. That's one of the major draws of New Pyte, and that's one of the reasons it's grown so fast. It's kind of just a free, open city where people do what they need to and move on.
Cool. I tell him, my friends here have a delivery for the Lord directly from one of the high captains of Luskin.
Is it a lord or a mayor? I asked that directly to the guy.
He is Lord Mayor of New Pyte.
Turns out Mayor is his name.
But if you've never seen him before, he
Mayor.
detests the title. So you can just refer to him as Sir whenever you speak to him. But he's currently out on business, I believe.
Can we make an appointment for him?
Sure, of course.
Do we need to?
When do you want to meet him?
I speak up and I say, do we need to meet with him directly to deliver these goods? They are designated to him, but I mean, we can go ahead and establish like we'll deliver the goods, right?
I think we'll have to get his like signatures to sign off on it. If we have to deliver directly to him.
UPS rules.
Okay, got it.
Is this priority mail or?
Yeah, he's open to meet anyone.
Got it.
When will he return?
He should be back this evening, and as far as I know, he doesn't have any pressing issues. If you guys would like to bring your cargo through here later on this evening, we'll, for safety concern, we'll have to give it an inspection, and then we can set up a meeting with him.
Would he be willing to take an appointment on my ship?
He kind of looks at you with a quirk eye. Why on your ship?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just I want to make sure the cargo gets to him and that he can inspect it before we turn it over to him.
Well, we can send an inspection crew before it reaches him. I'm sure you understand. As being someone in his position, we can't just deliver it straight to him.
No, fair enough. Is there any chance we can meet with him outside of the delivery?
Of course, if you wanted to meet first, yes, that's fine. We can arrange that.
Okay, I just want to make sure it gets to the right person.
Of course, I understand.
Makes sense.
I was like, all right, later this evening, like what time in our time would it be?
6:30 sharp.
6:30 sharp?
Yeah.
Like how many hours is that away from us?
Oh, it's still like mid-morning right now.
Okay.
We got all day.
I just want to tell the rest of the guys, like if you guys want to reconvene here, we can meet here if you guys want to explore the city some. I'm gonna
Do that.
go say hello to my mom. I'm gonna go see if I can get this armor repaired a little bit and touched up. If any of you guys need like a guide or anything around, you can follow me. I'll be happy to take you around. I know James had some personal business to take care of.
I'm gonna go look for go wander through the town looking at shops and stuff. Ooh, do you think maybe we could maybe Keith could mend the barrels so that they don't look as beat up?
We might need to purchase 2 barrels.
I mean, this is the shape the barrels are in. I mean, some stuff happened on the way here.
Well, didn't you say that 2 were opened? That you need to.
Two of them are opened.
I suggest that if we discuss this, we go somewhere more private.
Aku was right. All right, everyone go shopping. Keith, would you join me, please?
Sure.
All right. On the way back, I too need some clothing because I'm pretty sure most of my clothing was burned off by the dragon acid.
Yeah, all of you guys are in pretty rough shape
Yeah.
at this point. Your
Is my
clothes are
armor-
tattered.
Is my armor still in good shape?
Oh, you got hit by the brunt of it. No, it's kind of falling apart right now.
All right.
like to say
James,
that I didn't
I need
hit it
some
at
money
all.
from the funds to.
How much do you need?
That's an excellent question. Let me think on that.
How are our funds considering we just gave away 2 full chests of gold?
We didn't give it away. We were threatened and left it behind.
We traded it.
Do I know of a good armor in town that like maybe my family used growing up or something like that?
Yeah.
But our funds are okay.
I tell
We're-
them like I know of a good armor that I can take. It's where I'm going to get mine fixed. You guys want to come with me?
Sure.
We're good
We'll just
on
have to
gold.
meet
We've
my
got
mom.
some gold to spare for the guild.
All right.
I kind of want to meet your mom.
I've met your mom many times. She's very devout.
I hand Captain Kraken the bag of holding, and I
Okay.
say, "This has got the gold in it. I got some stuff that's weighing on me. I'll return."
All right. That's fine with me. Is it actually the bag of holding?
It is actually the
I
bag
stare at
of
him real
holding.
hard. I'm like, is this actually the bag of holding?
I say with as much truth as I can muster that it is indeed the bag of holding.
Well, Krognak marked the bag of devouring.
Yeah, you guys put like a ribbon on it or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that held up. Or couldn't be switched.
Also, one kind of has like a mean face and the other one has a smiley face on it.
This is the smiley face.
All right. I take the smiley face bag and
Wasn't noticeable before, but now that it's
Now we
pointed
know.
out, you can see it. All right, so what's everyone doing?
I'm leading these guys. We're gonna stop by my house first to see my mom, and then I'm taking them to our family, like whoever our family uses for armor and clothing.
Okay. Sweet. You guys get there. It's off the main part of the city. It's kind of further away from the coast, inland. This nice little home in the wooded area. You see your home up ahead.
Homewood. It's in the Homewood.
It's only funny to us. I go up.
Percentage of people.
I was like, guys, this is my house. I'm just gonna drop in and say hello to my mom real quick, and then I'll lead you guys around.
Mom.
Sorry for the detour. And I go and I just knock on the door and like kind of open it and just yell in, "Hey, mom! Hey, ma!"
No answer.
And I just walk
I think
in.
the
and
DM just
start
doesn't want to
walking.
do a girl
I
voice.
start walking around. So
Okay.
I'm just hollering at her. I was like, "You guys can stay like right here in the foyer."
Mhm.
I just walk in, and start looking around, just mom.
All right. You walk out, and it just the way things are set out, the way things are laid, looks like she may be out of the house right now, running errands, doing mom stuff.
Probably at the church.
All right, I just run to like grab like an apple or some snack or something like that, and I was like, "All right, she's not here. We can head on to the armor."
Okay.
Already.
You guys get to a local smithy, and Smithy and Tanner combined.
Jack of all trades.
What are you guys looking for?
I guess I take my armor off and ask if it can be repaired in any way, or do I just need to buy a new set?
It's like, nope. Looks like you're missing a lot of pieces here. Looks like you went through some crap.
Mostly acid, but yeah, some crap too. I did my best to not be turned into dragon crap. So
He says, I think we all do.
yeah.
What are you looking for? Got some hide here, some chain shirts, some scale mail.
Got anything in the breastplate department?
I don't have a breastplate.
All right.
I've got this half plate.
breasts.
You have half plate?
Yeah. I've got one suit left.
All right. What's that? What's that run?
About $750.
About $750. I look in the bag of holding and just how much is in there?
I actually don't have that character sheet here, but last time I checked, it was about 2,700.
Cool. I got plenty.
Wait, is that counting the chest or not counting the chest?
That's not counting the chest.
That is not counting the chest.
That's not counting the chest. No.
Is it counting? No, it's not.
It's not counting.
All right.
The chest, it counts not.
All right. Well, if I give you this breastplate, I mean, it's some good scrap metal. You could probably turn that into something else, right? You think we could?
He holds it up, and it's all dilapidated and like, I don't know. It's pretty messed up. He's like, I don't know how much I could salvage from this.
All right. I'll look through the rest of my equipment, and I pull out half a chunk of gold,
Okay.
and I say, "Will this fetch me?"
He's like, for this, he's like, this and 400 gold, and we can call it even.
It's all right.
Kind of look at him and be like, don't know the smith's name.
Give me a intel check.
Nope, 1.
You've never seen him before in your life.
I thought you said this was your family friend. You lied.
It is his shop. This isn't him, though.
Well, who's your friend?
Jenkin the blacksmith.
Jenkin. For old friends of Jenkin, do you think we could?
Everyone around here is a friend of Jenkin. But
You can put it on Darius Goldmane's tab.
The leader of the Cord Temple?
Yeah, I'm his son, Akua.
Give me a persuasion check.
For real, he's my dad. 9.
He says, no, you gotta fork over some cash for this, guys.
All right.
I say, all right, chunk of gold and 300. That's what we said, right?
350.
350.
Tree fitty.
All right, fine.
And I'll help you put it on.
Thank you.
He winks.
And then I pull out the bag of dragon powder, and I'm like, "Do you know anyone that makes this, or anywhere I could find this?"
He looks at it. He's like, "Ooh, where'd you get this? This just came in. This stuff just came in yesterday, didn't it?"
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I got it from somewhere else, but
I think there was a shipment of dragon powder came in yesterday, from what I was hearing this morning at the market.
all right. Do I actually need to have like dragon powder and a pellet for like each shot that I take, or is it? I mean,
You'll
Is it-
run out eventually, but yeah.
okay.
How many grams does he have?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How many? How many grains do I have? 2. How many pellets do I have? That's another good question.
How many pellets did you have last time?
I started with 9, but I used it a few times, so
All right. You've got 2 left.
I've got 2 left.
And you have enough powder for 11 more shots.
All right, nice. That's fine. Can I just get some more of these? And I hold up one of the pellets. You got anything like this?
I don't have anything like that offhand. I can make a couple. I can get you a bag full, about 20 of them. But it'll take about a day or 2.
I'll just go find somebody that has them on hand. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Sounds like, can you do anything with this? Fix my breastplate at all?
To repair it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd take the probably the rest of the day for something like this to get it back in working order.
That's fine. How much do I owe you for it?
A repair? Just 100 gold.
Done and done. And I hand you 100. I'll hand him 100 gold, and I was like, can you deliver it to the Goldmane residence or to the Temple of Cord?
Of course.
Either one.
Of course, yeah, we can run
Which
it over
one would
there.
you prefer to deliver it to?
The Temple of Cord. I'm not entirely sure where the Goldmanes live.
Okay, you can just leave it to the Temple of Cord for Kua Goldmane if you don't mind.
Okay, will do.
Any extra for delivery?
No, that's fine. We can run it over there.
Thanks, man.
Do you have any black studded leather? Or
I do.
Brown.
I have black studded leather. I'm all out of brown.
Okay. Well, I would like to exchange this purple studded leather that I have currently for a set of black leather because purple's not really my color.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion? Is that even under persuasion? 14.
Sure. Yeah, he looks at it. He's like, ooh, this is nice. I can do this. Yeah, I've got a set right here.
Awesome.
takes it off the rack and just hands over the hanger.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have any recommendations of a weaponsmith?
I mean, there's plenty of weaponsmiths in the city.
Do you know somebody who deals with magical weapons?
Can't say that I do.
All right, what's just the best one you recommend?
Well, that would probably be the weaponsmith guy named
Stephen Dragonsmith.
I would check with Agar down at the market.
All right,
Agar.
thanks, man. And
Sorry.
tell Jenkin when he gets back, Akua stop by. He was a
Okay,
good friend
will
of mine.
do.
Do you have any robes here, or is it mostly armor?
I got you.
I don't.
Does this guy take notice of how well Keith is dressed?
He kind of gives him a weird look. But
He's a
that's it.
fancy lad.
No, don't have any robes.
All right, onto the armor smith and a new shirt for Keith, I think is in order.
Well, onto the weaponsmith. We're
All right.
leaving the armor smith.
Oh, right. The armorer smith.
On our way, I have some vestments and a set of just common clothes.
Okay.
I was like, would you rather wear either one of these? The vestments are like fancy robes for the Temple of Cord.
All right, sure.
They're like it's like a sleeveless red robe, and it comes
About
with like
thigh length.
leather wristbands. It's like a typical Cord follower clothing.
It's better
Thanks,
than a
dude.
frilly shirt.
Now,
No problem, man.
it's just regular clothes, right? It's not leather armor. Or
No,
anything like
no.
that.
Like you'll look less like that. Whatever that is. You should probably punch whoever got that for you.
And as you change into that for the first time, you guys see Keith's like slim,
Gnarly scars.
skinny build with his pale skin and his elven arms, and he walks around like usually Cord robes are for bigger, stronger types, but he wears it proudly.
You talking about dude? He's got the 19 strength.
Oh, that's from the belt though.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys do now?
Heading to the weaponsmith.
Okay, you get there.
Still guys.
No, it's just in the middle of the market, the main part of town you guys walked through earlier, and there's just this open stall on the sides of the main road or the main walking area, and he's just got racks and racks and racks of different types of weapons.
Racks on racks on racks.
I just walk in and I
Nice
I go
rack.
talk to Agmar. So with
Agar.
Agar. Hey Agar,
Hey, Kua, what's up? How you been?
been well, man. Just
Weren't you? I thought you were going out on that pilgrimage.
yeah, it's ran into some snags, and so I'm helping some people. Got a little shipwrecked. They picked me up, helping them to make delivery to the mayor. So just pay a debt so I can get back on the road, back to my pilgrimage. I've already interacted with Dad a little bit, just coming by.
How'd that go?
Same old, same old.
Says, well, all right. Well, don't take too long of a break. Most people end up just giving up and never going back.
Yeah, I can't do that. He'd find me eventually.
All right. So what are you looking for?
I need something to close in some distance. I have swords and a small hand axe, but I need something with a little more punch. Do you have any like really high quality javelins or anything that could be thrown so I could deal some real damage at a distance?
Sure. Yeah. He pulls out like 6 javelins. He's like, I've got these still in stock.
Or they're just standard javelins?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 2.
Okay.
How much are they?
A gold, and he'd give you all 6.
I take all 6 then.
Okay.
I stow just 2, and then I put the rest. I asked Craig if I could put the rest in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I say absolutely not.
Carry that shit.
No, I take them. I put them in the bag.
Did I notice any thieves' camp while we were walking around that may lead to like a more thieves-oriented shop, rogue type shop, black market maybe?
You haven't. Everything.
So lame.
It's not
A
like
lot
a
of-
Rogue One imports or anything.
No. A lot of the buildings. There's a lot of. They're more like lean-tos and shacks. Like this is a very new area. It just has a high population. There's no like established buildings or anything.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask Agar if he's got. Agar, I'm traveling with Akua, and I noticed you have a selection of weapons here that look promising. What do you have as far as longbows go? I'm looking at upgrading my longbow. Want to see what you had.
Does it come in black?
He pulls one off the rack. He's like, it's a tall, nice, it's like 5.5, 6 foot long bow. He's like, I've got this right here.
Is it like a masterwork longbow, or is it just?
It's just a regular longbow. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, well,
It's actually like a uni style bow where it's one side's longer than the other.
interesting. Not really my cup of tea. Thank you. It's not quite what I was looking for, but
All right.
it is a nice bow.
Thank you. I made it myself.
I can tell.
I hold out the pellets for the Red Rider, and I said,
Mhm.
"Do you have any of these on hand?"
Yeah.
Wait, what would that run me? I need about 20 more.
I can give you this bag, and it's like 1 gold for a bag of them, for a bag of 20.
A bag of 20? Yeah, sure.
All right.
I was like, "Do you have any dragon powder?"
I do not actually. You might have to go. I know we were supposed to get a shipment in this week, but I haven't heard anything. I think one of the boats from, or one of the ships from shipments from Chesterville came in yesterday. I know that's pretty hot on the market right now. I'm trying to get some myself, so if you let me
Chesterville,
know.
you say?
Yep.
Oh,
Good to know.
I know a few people from there. Thank you for your time. Oh, one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing.
Been having some trouble with my sword. I was wondering if you could take a look at it.
Okay.
I pull out Lagatha.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
As you hold it, there like that light pulse. There's like a subtle warmth to it that you haven't felt since you were last on the material plane.
you know what? It seems like everything's in working order, and I put it back up. Thank you for your time, and I just sort of backpedal out of the shop.
I shake Agar's hand.
All
I'm
right.
just like, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Agar, do you know where I
Agar?
could find a
Agar?
Agar? Where I could find a good Fletcher?
I've got some arrows here.
Do you have any like specialty arrows, or are they just regular?
Well, I mean, everything I make is special to me.
God damn it! Well,
Your last name isn't McMahon by any chance.
well, I'll take 2 quivers, two quiverfuls of just regular arrows.
Okay.
How much
All
does
right.
that run?
It's like 2 gold. It's pretty
Okay.
cheap.
That
They're
works.
just standard regular arrows.
Sweet.
All right, you guys done shopping?
I need new clothes. I just want to go find a guy that I can get like a good jacket and a shirt and some boots and just replace everything that I was wearing and whatever that costs.
Okay, for
Is
like
my hat okay? Remember, I dodged a lot of stuff.
it's actually in pretty good condition.
you? Is the feather good on? Like the big feather?
The
plume?
feather has been damaged.
All right, then
You
I go
took-
buy
yeah.
a nice big feather for it.
Okay, for 10 gold, you guys can find whatever clothes you want.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You're dressed however you want to dress right now.
All right.
James, are you doing anything?
Yeah, James is
I just don't want to be naked.
walking around near the coastline and just kind of reflecting on recent events. Was my dagger that my brother gave me or my sword that my father gave me damaged at all?
The sword, no, is completely in fine condition. the dagger, you do notice, is not damaged, but has a different feel to it. And you notice that as you inspect it and move it around, there's like a light aura of magic on it. And you actually find out that when you concentrate on it and you command it to, the blade actually illuminates at will.
Well, hot dang. That's pretty cool.
You just gave the bard a lightsaber.
It just lights up. It doesn't like get hot or anything or melt steel. Or
So it's just like one of those like plastic swords where you turn the little light on at the bottom.
Yes. Got it.
Surprise! Orcs show up, and that's why it's glowing.
James is just reflecting on everything and thinking about just thinking about next steps.
Okay.
We're gonna head back to the ship
Okay.
Yeah.
and just wait until until it's about time to meet with the mayor.
Before that, I asked, "Do you guys want to get some like good food
Yeah.
and kind of get some drinks or something?"
Is there anything close to the dock we can go to?
I mean, there is, but we could go to the best.
I
You
want
just want to
to.
stay close to the dock.
Yeah, well, I feel like I should take the remainder of my crew out.
All right, it sounds good. Sounds good.
They've been through some stuff. Plus, I have the bag of holding, so I got the company card.
All right.
So after reflecting for a bit and everything, James in his, I assume, as hard as I got hit by the dragon's acid breath, shambles of clothing that he's
Yeah,
wearing.
your clothing is pretty ruined. Your cape
Thanks,
is pretty ruined.
God, my cape. Not my cape.
Yeah.
For shame.
Well, I go to a clothing store and, cast off my drudgeries. And,
Okay. So you're there in your skivvies?
well, I mean, I'm buying, I'm buying stuff.
you walk into a store and just strip down. You're like, dress me.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have any money?
I think I have some gold on me. I have
Give me all the gold.
I
No,
have
I was
gold
waiting
on
for
me.
that.
Special hidden pouch.
You just throw your clothes on. You're like, oh, I left my wallet in the car.
Which is locked.
I left my wallet with my half fork.
No, I do have I think I have like 50 or 30 or so gold on me.
Okay.
Probably enough to buy something to wear, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And a
yeah,
cape?
It's enough to buy.
And a cape.
You do buy a new cape. Yeah. Yes. Didn't your last one have special properties?
Yeah, it could change colors.
Okay. Yeah. This one cannot.
Also, my charisma, it made my charisma 19, so
Yeah. Yeah.
charisma goes back down to whatever it was before. I don't know what it was. I assume it was 18.
It was like a 18 or something?
I think it was an 18.
Okay.
So, what color is this cape?
Can I pick it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can find a. This is one of the best things you guys have found so far about New Pyte, that because of its location in relation to, or its location as a hub, as a major port city, it has a variety of fashions, it has a variety of foods, it has a variety of things from all over, including some newer style or newer spices and stuff, because this is, from what you've been able to gather so far, the main destination between the Sword Coast and this newly discovered continent.
Awesome. Like that.
The cape is a charcoal gray with deep crimson cuts through it.
Rotad.
All right. So what do you do after that?
After I've clothed myself, I've reflected and feel like I need to join back up with the crew.
Okay. You guys reconvene at the ship. Yeah. And then what?
Let's get crunk.
Time to go out for dinner, right?
Well, I've purchased some dark red robes, so I look like my old self.
Okay.
I hand
You find the exact same outfit.
Yes,
in the exact same size.
exactly. And I hand the cord robes back to Akua and thank him. Thanks for letting me borrow these. And then I take the fancy outfit, and I hand that back to James. And I'm like, I no longer need this.
What time is it at this point?
It's about
That
5.
was bought for you.
So we gotta be there at 6:30, right?
Yep.
You may need it again.
All right.
I'll
Yes.
let you keep it.
Not to be the timekeeper here, but we have a meeting in an hour and a half with the mayor. I don't think we should be late.
Yeah, probably.
I go check in with C-Nubs.
Mm-hmm.
Is it everything fine? No one-
Oh, everything's been fine on the ship. They've just been kind of cleaning up, moving things around.
Yeah.
He actually went out and started talking to people at the port about getting repairs done to the ship.
Great.
Good job, Cena.
James, is there anything you can do for C-Nubs? Is he still injured?
He's feeling a little better now. He's walking around. He seems more lively. He just has some bandages on his arm.
That's just going to take time to heal.
You can't just top him off real quick?
Just in my, would James know that healing word or anything like that could finish this job?
No, at this point, it would just take time to heal.
Sounds like it would just take some time to heal.
Alrighty then.
Sorry, C-Nubs. To the best of my knowledge, it will take some time to heal.
Just look at
It's like, no problem, Captain.
C-Nubs.
I'm feeling better already.
That's the spirit, C-Nubs. Tell C-Nubs to keep watch of the ship. I guess we could talk to the mayor now.
Yeah, let's go see what happens.
As the rest of them like kind of walk off the ship, I want to kneel down, like tell C-Nubs, like I'm real sorry about all the friends that died fighting the dragon. I just pat him on the shoulder.
He doesn't say anything, but you see his eyes kind of well up a little bit. Takes a deep. He swallows, and he's just like, "Thank you." And then he goes back to the ship and goes up.
I catch up to everybody else.
Am I there yet?
Yeah, you're already at the ship.
We're all nosing.
So it's about an hour until the meeting, or until the
We'd head that way right now.
Well, I think we need to take a moment to respect the dead that we've lost. You know.
Let's finish the job and then we'll mourn our
Okay.
dead.
I think we should mourn the dead.
Well, y'all feel free to stay behind. The meeting with the mayor is in an hour.
I like
so
to cast hold on Trey.
there you do it. I would like to go into a frenzied rage.
We're not doing this again.
And attack Dragonman.
Damn it.
This is why I quit hanging out with us to begin with.
All right, so yeah, I tell C-Nubs to hold down the ship, and let's finish this job.
Okay.
Just be done with it, whatever that may entail.
All right.
You guys head up towards the keep, and the drawbridge you see up ahead is all down, and
The mayor turns into a dragon.
it's pretty open, and you just see people walking back and forth across it. As you walk in, you see a man standing on a pedestal, just addressing a crowd of people, and in between him and the crowd, there's one figure facing him. He's about 7.5 feet tall. He's at first sight, looks to be like a lizard folk, but he is stockier, has a much broader build, not as slim, and he doesn't have the scales like they do, but his skin is green, and it looks like there's a trial of some sort going on. And you see the man standing on the pedestal talking. Everyone kind of gives him a sort of respect or reverence. He has long gray hair tied back into a ponytail. There's some scarring down his face, and he's got one arm, actually has scale-like armor on it, and he's got a sword at his hip, and there's a bow on his back. Kraken, James, and Keith, I believe you guys have actually seen this specific bow before. It looks exactly like the bow of storms that was held by the champion of the lizard folk.
You wouldn't have it anyway, so.
And you, at this point, you begin to recognize the person standing there talking, and it is.
Is it James? Is it James the Lesser?
James the Lesser?
It looks exactly like Arthur, the James Lester's father. Yeah. It's a spitting image of him, but with more scarring, with a meaner look in his eye. And as he's talking to the crowd, he deems the person standing there. You catch the last part as you walk up. He tells him, as you walk in, when you get to within hearing range, you hear him say, "To be executed in the morning." And then you see some people cheer and you see some people boo. And at that point, you turn and you see this monstrosity, this aberration of a lizard folk with some actual black hair being led out with rope tied around his hands. So they lead him out, and it looks like they bring him to the stockades, which you guys recognize off to the side because you've been here before. And so everyone just starts milling about and starts filing out, and you see Arthur standing there talking to some people.
So we know it's Arthur, or it looks like.
I mean, from where you're standing, it looks like Arthur.
Walk up. I guess is it our turn to address him, or
Yeah, everyone's just kind of milling about. He's kind of just in the middle of like talking to someone.
and I say, "Sir Arthur." I yell it out. Is he?
He looks up. He's like, "Who's?"
I say, "It's your old pal, Captain Kraken.
He looks down. He says, "Kraken?"
How's James?"
And he steps down from his pedestal. And he looks around and says, "It would seem like James is right next to you."
No, your son, James the Lesser.
And you see like this sudden realization in his eye. He's like, and he goes up and he gives you a hug. He's like, "I am James."
Oh,
And he gives you a hug.
James!
And then you see people like kind of off to the side, kind of looking at him weird as he completely breaks character for a second. And he just like hugs you like just a big bear hug.
And I say, "How have you been?" And I kind of just sort of touch the sides of his head and I look at his scars and I'm like, "You seem to be fighting well."
He says, "I've been busy.
Yeah,
Busy."
yeah. You've turned your little pontoon of a town into something else, huh?
Yeah, we've there's definitely been some changes made around here.
How's your old man?
Well, he's dead.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right. It's all right. He was I was able to finish the job that you guys left in order to avenge him. So it looks like it works out.
Well, what happened?
So last time you guys were here,
Yeah.
which was, man, that's about 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And it's like, wait a minute. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Why do you all look the exact same?
Well, I mean, I've got these terrible burns on my face, but
Okay, that part's true.
Razor Spine Island, little time warp situation.
No, that was the wizard, the sorcerer's isle.
Sorcerer's Isle.
Yeah, there was a, and I regaled the tale of how we
As soon as you
defeated the
start
demon.
speaking, he's like, "Not right now, James. I can't do that. Something shorter."
Short answer, trapped on an island. Time stopped there. 30 years went by. Got spit back out. Here we are.
All right, fair enough. He says, "Well, I guess to catch you guys up, after you left, the pirates had nowhere else to go, and so they fled. And the creature, the dread pirate Braxis that got away from you all, he actually found his way back to our island. Unfortunately, he had changed faces, and my family took him in. And in the middle of the night, he killed my father.
That bitch.
So I was able to track him down, and he actually fled back to this island. And this is where I killed him, because the Sahagin were still harboring him for some reason. So I came in and I talked to the lizard folk here, and we gathered an army. Well, what I call an army was more of just a group of fighters. We went there and we killed the rest of the Sahagin.
Man. It's a wigwam and a teepee, if I've ever heard one.
Super intense.
2 tents.
God damn it.
And the rest of the pirates who had still claimed loyalty to Braxis, I gave them an ultimatum to join with us or die. And since then, we've moved Pyte to this island with the help of the lizard folk, and we've built it up to be a safe haven for any who need it.
Well, congratulations. I like what you've done with the place. And again, sorry to hear about your father.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What is this business I hear? I didn't realize I was meeting with you this afternoon. I was just told someone had a delivery for me.
Yeah, that's... Do you have somewhere we could all talk kind of away from other ears? I'm not really sure what it is we have, and I just want to discuss it with you. Just, you and me and my crew. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And he leans and he tells the guy that you saw earlier. He talks to him, and the guy nods his head and starts clearing people out. After a few minutes, everyone is cleared out of the tower, and they begin drawing the gate up, or the bridge up.
So
closes. He's like, "So what is this business?"
So, more or less, we owe a debt to a Salazar.
His sharp intake of breath. He's like, "Why do you owe a debt to Salazar?"
Well, okay, we owed a debt to someone else in Salazar.
Carter Kingsley.
Carter Kingsley? Does that name ring a bell?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay. Well, let's say apparently Salazar took over his business and his ledger, and apparently our debt was transferred to Salazar. So, in exchange for that debt, we were meant to bring something to you. And along our journeys, we actually fought a giant octopus and a dragon. So some of the cargo was jostled, and we essentially have 12 barrels with bodies in them.
Bodies?
Yeah.
Specifically bodies of members of the Sea Wolves pirate gang.
At this point, there's a wave, a flash in rapid succession of different emotions and faces and facial tics going on with him. He says, "Well, that's unfortunate, but I have no idea what that means, what it has to do with me."
Okay.
We were told to deliver them to you along with a letter.
And I reach into my jacket pocket and hope that it's not been destroyed by the acid.
It's pretty crumpled up.
Yeah.
It's not destroyed.
I put it on the table and kind of try to flatten it out.
Was it not kept in the bag of holding?
Was it in the bag of holding?
I don't know.
It was in the bag of holding, so I put it in the bag of holding, pristine as always.
I'd like to insight check him with what he said because all the different emotions
Okay.
flashed over him.
Go ahead.
Insight 29.
Okay. He.
That die is loaded.
What did you roll?
19.
Okay. He, based on when he said, or when you guys mentioned the Sea Wolves, he very obviously recognized who they were. And at first he was confused, and
First he was afraid. He was petrified.
Bard.
secondly, you did see almost as if him catching his breath or fear flash across his face, and then anger.
Interesting.
Okay. But that's about it. So you hand over the letter?
Yeah, I say, I don't know what this means. We're just trying to settle a debt with Salazar. Obviously, we mean you no harm. And if there's any way we can help you.
He takes the letter, he opens it and reads it. And as he's reading it, you can see this massive vein just begin to form on his head. And you can see him breathing heavier and red. His face begins to get redder and redder. And you can see anger just taking over him as he crushes it in his hand, the letter. And he says, "Where are the barrels?"
They're on my ship.
And he immediately calls for someone to drop the drawbridge. And he's like, "Show me."
Follow me.
Let's go.
All right.
So we head back to the ship.
So you guys go out there, you walk through the city, some people come up and talk to him, and immediately, what's up?
Before, as everyone starts walking off, can I take a better look at the person in the stocks? Do I recognize them or know who they are?
You recognize it. You notice it was who everyone calls the outcast. You don't know his name. You've only known him as that. He almost looks like Killer Croc, from Batman.
Does he look like a lizard person mixed with an orc?
Kinda.
That's all I need to know.
I mean, you don't know him.
I know him from around here. I don't know him as...
He supposedly lives somewhere in the swampy part of the island, just out by himself.
I feel like you know him real well. Nephew.
All right, so you guys make it.
The name Krognak lives on.
So you guys make it to the ship, and he's like, "Where are these barrels?" And you can he walks up onto the ship before you, and he just brushes past C-Nubs, who kind of looks at you, and he's like,
I waved to C-Nubs like it's fine. It's fine.
"Okay."
So he hasn't been on this ship in 30 years.
Mm-mm.
So does he recognize it or does he react to that at all?
He doesn't. In fact, as soon as he goes in, he kind of stops, looks around, and immediately goes for the door and goes downstairs.
Yeah.
I just try to keep pace with him, follow him, and kind of, I guess, trot behind him. So yeah, I show him where the barrels are.
Okay. And he looks. First, he's kind of taken aback just by the smell of the room.
Some other
There's
stuff.
a mound of bodies and body parts.
There's some other stuff happened. There was a dragon, a giant octopus. It's a whole thing. We'll talk about it over drinks later. But here are most of your barrels.
He immediately goes to one, tears it open, and he pulls out a body. And you can see that there's recognition on his face. And then he does it to the remaining 12, to each one of them. And at the end, he's gritting his teeth so hard, and there's almost tears in his eyes. And he comes up to you, almost gets in your face, and he says, "Tell me you had no part in this."
James, I had no part in this. First off, I would never do anything like this to you, but we were just trying to settle a debt. We didn't even know what was in the barrels until we were attacked, and the cargo shifted and one broke open. Okay, I broke one open to see what was inside, but just because of my own curiosity.
And what did you see?
There was a body in it.
He takes a deep breath, kind of composes himself, and he just starts walking away. He goes up to the top of the ship, and he specifically calls by name 3 people that are on the port. And he goes to you and he says, "These men are going to take this off the ship."
I say, "It's yours."
And I'll see all of you in the morning. Do not leave this port.
That's fine.
All right. And he storms off and goes presumably back to the keep.
I like your bow, James. Well, that happened.
Yeah, at this point, these guys are just kind of working by kind of stepping over these bodies, and they're trying to discreetly, they've covered all the barrels, and you can tell a lot of them are, they've thrown blankets over them and thrown canvas and stuff, and they're carrying the boats off, or the barrels off, and loading up a cart, and they're bringing it to the keep.
Alrighty. Didn't go as terrible as I was expecting.
Mission complete.
Whatever that mission may
All right.
have been. Whew. But from that reaction, he is probably the leader of the Sea Wolves. I'm just saying. That's my guess.
I mean, did we see any marks on him any sort of tattoos that show that he was a sea wolf? Or
no, you didn't recognize any.
I didn't notice that, but I did notice, the way he took to the deaths and the way he seemed to recognize the people in the barrels. I mean, it just makes sense to me. That's what I think, anyway.
Maybe the sea wolves aren't the evil people we've been led to believe.
Quite possible. I mean, we all know Salazar's already tricked us once, twice, however many times it's been so far. So,
I mean, just once with the barrels.
well, and Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I do know.
It's true.
Well, I do know. Mayor James is. He's my hero. I mean, I grew up just wanting to be like him. I can tell you, he's as honorable as a man as they come.
I mean,
he molded himself after our deeds, specifically mine.
hard disagree.
I don't know you that well, James, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe that for a second.
I will say the ship that we found that was raided by the Sea Wolves was a slave ship. It's possible that they're trying to disrupt a slave trade.
Possible.
So Salazar's flag was on it.
Mm-hmm.
Salazar is running a slave trade. The Sea Wolves could be
trying to disrupt that.
They could be freedom
Looks like we're
fighters.
getting caught up in between a turf war between a slaver and a freedom fighter.
If we have to pick a side,
I'm going freedom fighter.
I side with James.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Not our James. I just want to be very clear.
James the
You're on your
Lesser.
own
James. In fact, I'm going to start referring to James the Lesser as James the Greater. Did you see that guy? He's massive.
Quick question, by the way. Did you happen to notice the guy in the stocks that looked similar to you?
What do you mean similar to me?
I won't put like very green tusk.
Do all orcs look the same to you?
All us greenskins look the same to you?
It's got a touch of the tar brush.
Did he look like similar to Kraken? I mean, as far
There's
as
similarities.
like orcishness goes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I've never gotten a good look at we call him the outcast. I've never gotten a good look at him before, but after seeing you and then seeing him up close,
I feel like
does
you're
look like-
grasping at straws here.
I might be.
Well, we got a meeting with the mayor in the morning. Maybe we'll see this guy at the execution. That's apparently supposed to happen in the morning, too.
Well, let's hope that the mayor doesn't decide to throw us in there along with it. He seemed pretty angry.
James wouldn't do that to us. We go way back, like car seats.
Your faith in your friend. What's a car?
No, cart.
Cart seats.
Cart seats.
Like cart seats. Wagon seats.
Do those go back?
I mean, the ones in the front do.
The fancy ones do.
Deluxe wagon.
Yeah.
But if you guys want
Luxury
I think,
carts.
LX edition.
I think when we have the time, I think what we said earlier would be a good time to bring up the rest of the crew's remains, clean up the ship, kind of put it off, and just have a burial cremation of those pieces. It's kind of just give some last rites to them because they served bravely and valiantly in that fight.
So that's fair. Do we have any anything that's coffin like at all, like a crate?
I mean, the whole ship's made up.
You have a couple of crates. The longest one's about 5 foot.
5 foot is
Yeah,
I mean,
5
is it
feet.
empty?
Yeah, you can. You can
Okay.
empty them.
Empty it. I'm gonna help load all of the remains into it.
Okay, you're
And-
gonna have to like jimmy some of them and move
Yeah,
them
I mean,
around
I
if you want to
assume-
get all of them in the same crate.
Well, okay, the 2 crates, whatever,
Okay.
whatever comfortably fit.
Right.
in. We're gonna have to give a mass burial at sea here.
Gotcha.
Put some rocks in there for ballast, so it doesn't float. We don't want it to float. And gonna drag them up to the top deck. And you seem like a man of the cloth, Akula.
Me and Dr. Dragoman can give them their last rites.
I don't know these men. I don't know who they were in life.
That's
Fair enough. I was looking at,
because that's the reaction you get from Dragonman.
I look at my head cocked sideways like, I expect that from a friend of my dad's. I don't know why I thought any different. And I go ahead and I do a short prayer to Cord, thanking him for their strength in battle and to continue their strength on in the afterlife as we put them out to sea.
All right. And
Just kind of dump them.
we're going to pull down the banner.
Okay.
We're going to lay it across the board. We're going to put the box under the banner. And then after he says the last rites, we're going to slide it off the side of the ship. And
Okay.
say, may Talos receive you.
Okay.
And I do that with both boxes.
Gotcha. And on the ship, parked adjacent to you guys, you see at least 2 or 3 of the sailors that are kind of doing work there. They just kind of look up, they kind of nod, and then they go on about their way.
Nod back, and then I say to the rest of you, I have the bag of holding and a great deal of gold. Help me spend it. Akua.
I'm right here.
Akua.
James can hear you.
I look right at James and I say, Akua, the finest establishment of drink and food. All right.
Did you want to speak on behalf of Krognak at all?
I mean, I've said my piece to Krognak.
Okay.
Does anyone else have anything to say about Krognak?
Dude,
I want to know why you have essentially replaced Krognak with Akua.
Well,
What?
we didn't replace him so much as they
I
happened
want to know
to-
why Kraken's relationship with Akua is so strong.
I mean, he's the priest on board.
I'm the priest on board, baby.
Who was like, no, I'm not going to pray for those dead guys.
Dragon Man
To be
They're
fair,
like pirates to me.
I deferred to you, and you said you wanted nothing to do with it.
Dragonman asserts his dominance.
I am just an acolyte. He's a full blown cleric. But anyway, we can go over to the Gilded Griffin.
The Gilded Griffin. All right.
Sounds like a classic place.
I think we need to be careful because we were told that there's a hit out on us by the murder.
Wait,
So-
what? Oh, yeah. Good one. There's some people that are trying to kill us. Dragonman, you know anything about the murder?
Nope, not this one.
Akua, the murder? You know anything about that?
I don't know anything about that.
All right, well. I mean, tonight we drink because tomorrow we may die.
We might die tonight.
Sounds good enough. Let's go.
All right, and you guys head out to the Gilded Griffin.
Yeah.
Yep.
With gold in hand and intent to party.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end this session of Bards and Nobles. So, do you guys have any announcements or anything? Or?
No, thank you guys so much for listening, and hope to see you again next week.
All right, make sure to check us out on our website, bardsandnobles.com. You can find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and let us know anything you guys want to tell us.
You can also ask us anything on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Hit us up and somebody will get back to you. We'd love to talk to you guys and hear your opinions on what you think about the show.
All right, thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but